So let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well,
and that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.